This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys had a great day, and make sure you buy a hoodie to support the channel. One hoodie supports a channel. I appreciate you guys. Now we're going to read in detail. Mel Murder, the Godfather. Tekashi testified. He testified he was the Godfather. He reacts to writing a letter to the judge that's handling the whole case for 9 Trey, okay? He wrote and begged for mercy. Now, this is the full letter that I did not read in the last one. He says, I hope this letter reaches you when you're in good health and spirits. So, starting off on a good note, wishing the judge, some good vibes. He says, as for me, I'm just sitting here in MDC thinking about the poor choices I made in my life. When I think back, a lot of my issues started when I was a young kid trying to belong. Coming up as a kid, I didn't have a positive role model in my life. I found myself as a very angry teenager because of the things I experienced and the things I saw at home behind closed doors. I took to the streets heavy at age 14. A lot of my friends suffered the same way I did, or worse, or we became each other's comfort blankets. The older guys in my neighborhood that embraced us were thugs off the corner, and they were involved in illegal activities like drugs and violence. But at least they seemed to care about our well-being. So we thought at a time, in reality, I can see now that they were really just molding us to become young criminals because they knew we had no choice and we're no guidance, and we're gullible young kids looking to fit in and find father figures. We looked to these guys and the love was missing. That is when we became a united blood nation into life at 15 years of age. Between my anger and loyalty to the game, I made a lot of bad decisions not to let the gang down. By the time I was 18 going on 19 years old, my only childhood sweetheart, Don Giuseppe, gave birth to my beautiful daughter. That's when I realized I wanted more for my life. My child, my heart, Don, but the streets still had a hold of me. I was at war in my own head. I wanted to fall back from gang life and do the right thing for my family, but I felt like I was somehow being wrong to my gang and family because at that point I really believed I had been there for me, the gang had been there for me when no one else was. What I did was trying to distance myself from as much people. I started working in the music industry. I got signed to Diplomat Records. Well, you really got signed to Jim Jones in, Bird Gang. I was 24 years old and things were looking up for me. I found myself straying away from negativity. So if I was Cameron, I'd be like, whoa, buddy. Don't involve diplomats in this one. He says, straying away from negativity and becoming very popular with that crime life, envy, money, and women. This all caused me to lose Dawn because of my own cheating and inability to be home, of the demands of tour life in the industry. He was on tour with Jim all the time, but he was not a successful rapper at that point, but he was always on tour with Jim Jones. I felt myself to become depressed and falling back from my old ways, going back to the streets because I was not happy. I had lost my earlier life, though now I had money and fame. What? Okay, then he said, I felt like something was missing, a lot of dormant anger from my childhood. He was never rich and famous. Okay, I'm just stating the truth. You could call it hating, but when I tried to return to the game, they mostly were only concerned with my present reputation and what I could do for them financially. It was at that point I realized that their love was never genuine. They gave me a position of authority because of who I was at my age. During that time in my mind, I decided that I was done with the streets, but I still tried to keep ties with some of those guys from the gang. I know that was where I went wrong. My real family, I now realize, was my mother, Dawn, my aunts, and my brother. I got back together with Dawn, and she gave me a baby boy named such and such, my pride and joy. I realized I had to take a break from the cycle. I had to break from the cycle. I don't want my son or daughter going through what I did. I did my best for them. I know I should have woken up and realized this earlier, especially when I was shot 5 times. Now I find myself caught up in the middle of a case. Listen, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. The judge, this ain't going to work, because the judge is going to say, hey, man, you should have been out of this 5 years. We weren't even investigating you 5 years prior. 2017 is when they found Tekashi, and then when he got involved with CEO Chris, right? So CEO Chris's thing stemmed from 2013 to 2017. Mel Murder got mixed up in 2017. 5 years prior to that, he would have been out. He said, I sincerely apologize for all my actions. I take full responsibility. Oh, he said, I can promise you this will be my last. I am not part of the violence in my case. And the federal arrest has been a real wake-up call for me. I sincerely apologize for all my actions and full responsibility. I ask for leniency and a second chance to return to my children as soon as possible. I want to return to my family and right all my wrongs so I can be there for them. They need me, and I definitely need them. It must be that I break the cycle. It is killing me that I'm not there for my children, my loved ones. I am completely done with the streets. I plan to change my environment as well as the company that I've kept. To me, right now, the most important company to keep is family and children. Please allow me to return to them as soon as possible. I don't need a whole lot of time to fix myself. I need counseling and for you to believe in me, that there's not a monster that they paint of me. Please understand that I'm human, and I ask for a second chance. Respectfully submitted, Jamel Jones. Well, they're going to invite him into the room, and they're going to be like, so what you got for us, buddy? Do you have any information? I mean, come on, we know how this works. You know, those snitches are, they're provided with less time. I don't think he would give anybody up, though. But, you know, that's what they're going to want. And I don't even know if he has anybody to go up and be like, oh, give us Jimmy. Which he wouldn't do, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, it's a messy situation. Anyways, hopefully he gets less time. I hope he does get back to his family because, you know, it's not like he took anybody out, you know. Same with Shotti. I think he got a lot of time, you know. That's a lot. I think he should only gotten like 5 years, you know. Honestly, I mean, that's a lot of time, you know, for that. That's a lot of time, 15 years. I don't think Mel deserves 15 years either, you know. It's a lot of time, man. It's not like they did anything crazy. But I think 5 years is enough for those guys, you know. The Dallas cop got, 10 years? Come on. These guys should get, 4, you know. Dallas cop should get 30, you know. But it's just crazy, man. It just doesn't seem fair. Anyways, hopefully he gets some time reduced. I hope Shotti gets some time reduced, too, because that's a lot of time. Stuart and Tad with JT News. I will check you guys in the next one. Don't forget to get a hoodie. Really need you to get a hoodie. It's right below. Peace.